Welcome back to my channel, guys. I'm Maryam. In today's video, I am going to be doing a review, some swatches, and of course a tutorial of the new Urban Decay Naked Cherry Collection. It actually came in this giant cherry this weekend while I was with Urban Decay here in New York City celebrating their launch. I am so excited about it because I've been loving the Naked series for so long. This is very near and dear to my heart. I hope you guys enjoy this review, tutorial, and swatches. That said, let's get to this video. Remember to subscribe, comment down below if you have any questions, give me a thumbs up, and hit that notification bell because it's important. And now, let's get to this video. Let's open up this cherry. There we go. Here she is in full glory. Now, you guys obviously know this is not going to be a first impressions because I just used this palette over the weekend while I was having a staycation with Urban Decay here in New York City. This is the palette that launched. I was wearing it pretty much every single day. I was wearing it for brunch, for lunch, for dinner, and trust me, we had a really good time because you can tell by my voice. I left it back at the hotel. Next, we also have these two brand new Glide On pencils in the shades Black Market and Love Drug. The eye pencils are $21 each, and the palette is $46. Next, we have the highlight and blush palette. Super gorgeous, especially that highlight right here. This highlight is blingin'. The face palette is $34. The lipsticks are $18 each. This color is absolutely breathtaking. Haven't yet tried this one, but I think I want to use this one for this video. And last but not least, we have the Naked Cherry flavored Urban Decay All-Nighter Spray. This is a cult favorite. So many people are obsessed with the spray, including myself. It's Urban Decay by Scandinavia spray. So it's a very particular, very specific product that only Scandinavia and Urban Decay could put together. This is very exciting. It smells amazing and it works like a charm. $15. Now I think I'm gonna put this cherry to the side or put this cherry on top. It's so corny, I know, but I'm thinking of all these things that I could say with the word cherry. Since I'm about to do my eyes, let's jump into these swatches. I gotta be honest with you guys, I'm not very good at swatching anything. But this weekend, while I was with Urban Decay, I was watching my friends Angel, Mac Daddy, and also Karen, I Love Sarai, doing their swatches, and they were so professional about it to the point where I got really inspired, and now I think I want to do some better swatches for you guys. I was so excited to have been a part of this launch with Urban Decay. It just means a lot to me to be working with Urban Decay and to be talking about their products, and especially when they're just so amazing. The very first Naked palette was actually my first palette, period. I have such a history with them. I have such an emotional connection to their palettes. Now I'm just gonna remove these swatches. Also, I don't know if you guys can tell, someone has a second hole in their ear, and I did this over the weekend with Urban Decay. It was very exciting. Obviously, I'm wearing the cherry that was gifted to us. This is something that's kind of monumental to me because I've been wanting this for so long, ever since I was little, but I was always afraid because I'm super squeamish. Yeah, I did it. I did it, Mom! So what look should I do today? I want to go for something darker, something smokier. I'm gonna dip my brush into this shade. Now my lids are already primed. I'm gonna apply this kind of close to my brow just because I want that really peachy wash of color. And I'm also gonna go a little bit under. So you see how I'm applying it almost on the top of my cheekbone, like right here, surrounding my eye socket. I don't want a pulled out look here, I just want it to be kind of rounded. This eyeshadow is one of my favorites from the palette. It's matte, it's just the right amount of pigment to give you that wash of color, but if you want to stack it up for a pop of color, you could totally do that as well. I'm just using this Sonia Kashuk brush from Target. Pretty sure this brush is like 10 years old, but I still use it because it's just so good. And it's fluffy and it covers a large area of my eye and super soft so it doesn't pull or tug on this delicate area. Oh my God, my voice is just so raspy right now. Can you tell we had a lot of fun? Next, I'm gonna take a smaller brush and I'm gonna dip into this shadow called Bing. Make sure to tap off that excess just so you don't have too much fallout. I'm gonna apply that right above my fold, so kind of to my crease. I'm gonna build up the color in the outer corner and then I'm gonna push it over very gently. You guys asked for more fall looks. Well, I think this palette is perfect for more fall looks. You want to check out last week's fall look, I'm going to link it up here for you guys. Click on it. I'm using sort of the same color combo, but I want to create a completely different look. If you like a brighter lid, then go watch that video. After you're done watching this one, of course. I'm going for a very smoky, wine colored, cranberry colored, dreamy type of fall eye. Next, I'm gonna take a really small tapered brush, gonna go back into Juicy Peach Tone, and I'm gonna add a little bit to my lower lash line, just meeting it with that outer corner and blending the two together. Next, I'm gonna take that Love Drug pencil, very wine sort of tone, with a hint of shimmer. There's just a hint of shimmer there. And I'm gonna line my eyes very, very close to the lash line. I'm not stopping halfway in, I'm going all the way to my inner corner, and I'm almost pushing that liner into the lashes. Then I'm gonna take the included dual-ended brush, and this one's cool because it has a fluffy brush on one side, and it also has a little smudger brush on the other side, so it's perfect for what I'm doing right now. I'm gonna dip into Bing, and I'm gonna smudge out that liner. I'm gonna dip into Juicy, and I'm gonna smudge out that liner once again. So now I'm gonna do the other side, and I will be right back. Lower lash liner is done. In case you're wondering why I'm sitting here with these rollers in my hair, well, for some reason I associate cherry with like pin-up. I thought it would be cute for a video. And I'm also trying to get some volume in my hair. I think I want to pick up this shade here called Devilish. It's like a darker, more dustier version of Bing. I am going to apply that with my eyes open directly to my crease, or what I like to call my fold, because my crease isn't very pronounced. I know I say this a lot in most videos, but it is true. I wasn't blessed with one of those super defined lids, which is okay because I work with what I have, and so should you. So that gives it just a little bit more definition. Probably can't really see it so much on camera, but you can definitely feel it, especially when you have a gradient happening. A peach, and then a rosy, and then this maroonish. This is what blending and smoking out is all about. And just a pinch of fallout with this shadow, but not a lot at all. Not like that Huda Beauty palette that was just killing me. It's looking cute. Now, I think I want to go for the lid. I am going to take a little bit of this Drunk Dial. Oh man, I got so little sleep over the weekend that my eye is literally twitching. This is a deep brown or blackened maroon, and I'm applying it all over my lid, keeping the center just a pinch blank. I was trying to keep it really blank, but it's just a pinch blank right now. Do you see how beautifully it stamps? It's just such a freaking pretty color. Urban Decay, you guys killed it with this one. I always thought the original Naked was my favorite, and then Naked Heat came along. But now I feel like this one is giving Naked Heat a run for its monies. This one's just so sultry. It's very Halloween appropriate. I feel like I could do a vampire look with this one. Speaking of Halloween, I do have some ideas for Halloween this year. And definitely let me know if you have any requests. Comment down below and let me know what you would like to see. I do have a really bomb vampire look that I did last year that I'm pretty proud of. And it's like a vampire 3 different ways. So definitely check that out. It's perfect for sexy vampires or like super scary vampires. I'm gonna wipe that finger off real quick, and I am gonna dip a different finger into Young Love. Pack that right to the center, just for a little dimension. Kinda like that. These colors are so good. Into it. The next thing that I'm gonna do is pick up this Black Market 24/7 Glide On pencil. And what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna line my waterline. So the reason why I used the purple or the wine color before is because I wanted the black to sort of fade into the purple. So the darkest part of this eye look is going to be very close to the lash line in the waterline. And yes, I make this ugly face every single time I line my waterline because I have to pull on my eye somehow. So the only way I could pull is by doing that. I went to a Pat McGrath event the other day, and they had makeup artists there, including Pat herself, who were doing little touch-ups on us. When this makeup artist told me that she's gonna do my waterline, I was so freaked out. However, after she did it, I realized that I am the only person who is causing myself pain. When she did it, I could barely feel it. It wasn't ticklish. I could talk through it. I could even snap through it, so I don't know. It's in my mind, it's in my head. I'm telling you, I want to sing this new voice of mine. Okay, I think I'm done. Next thing I want to do is just smudge that liner on the top of my lash line. Again, keeping it really close to the lashes and just softly adding a little bit of darkness. Not so much of a wing, just darkness. I'm going to take this super tiny little brush. This one is from Wayne Goss, and it's his 08 brush. I'm going to use this dark shade called Privacy, or Privacy, as they say it in the UK. And I'm going to smudge out that black liner, because I don't want it to be obvious. I don't want it to be, you know, a liner. Just want it to be a little dark and a little sultry. And then I'm going to take a little bit of that Devilish, and I'm going to add it on top. just deepen that outer corner. Yeah. So now I'm gonna pick up this shade called Turn On. Ooh, that's a cute name. Pop that in right to the inner corner. Be careful, if you're lighter than me, then this shade could look almost gray if you turn to the side. So I wouldn't use that in the inner corner if I was a fairer skin tone. Also gonna pick up a little bit of Hot Spot, and I'm gonna etch out this brow arch portion. Not too much, just to lift it. Kinda like that. You're looking good, girl. Okay, next, I am gonna apply this Nars Climax Mascara to my little lashes. This mascara, I will say, is pretty darn buildable. I'm pretty impressed with how you can just keep on adding coats and it doesn't get clumpy, and it really gives that voluminous look to your lashes. And now I am gonna apply these DUART Beauty lashes. These are in the style Zana, and as you can tell, they're cut into 3 equal parts. It's perfect. You can use all 3, or you can use 1 or 2 to kind of customize your own look. These lashes were created by my friend Viosa MUA, who you guys should follow on Instagram because she's awesome. Okay, lashes are on, rollers are still in my head, and now I think it's time for this highlight and blush palette. Super cute packaging, by the way. I love this whole cherry theme. I'm gonna use a little bit of this middle shade blush, and I'm gonna add just a smidge to the apples of my cheeks. Not gonna go too far back, just gonna keep it kind of forward and center. Boom. Gonna pick up this highlighter. I mean, is that stunning or what? That was just barely a couple of strokes. So blinding. I guess I could also use a little bit of this white one. Oh, but that one's just a little too frosty for my look. So I'll do the kid's bow, and I'll do the nose with the original one. Not gonna highlight my forehead because I'm actually breaking out pretty bad right now. I have this one breakout here that's right on the edge of my chickenpox scar. It's kind of amplified because it's on the edge. And now, time for the all-nighter spray. Really does smell like cherries. Can you tell I'm a sucker for scents? So we are just gonna let that air dry a bit. And now I wanna do some swatches of these new lippies. So here is Juicy, and it's a metallized finish. Really pretty color. It's a nude, but it's got a lot of gold and pink and pearly flakes. So it's almost like a lip topper. Very unique, very pretty, very flattering. And it looks differently on everyone that wears it. Next one is Devilish, and I'll be honest, this frosty shade is not really my cup of tea. It's also metallized, but it's kind of reminding me of that 80s pink. So let's see how it swatches. Pretty, but I just don't see myself wearing that kind of shade. Again, maybe as a lip topper, but not alone. A little too 80s. Last but not least, Cherry. This is the one that I was really looking forward to. Super pretty wine cherry color. Ooh, that's gorgeous. Cherry it is. That's the one that I'm gonna be wearing on my lips today to complete this look. I'm gonna grab Vino Lipliner by MAC. I'm gonna shamelessly outline because it's a dark color, and dark colors will make small lips look even smaller. Okay, Cherry. Ooh, that's looking ripe. All right, rollers are out of my hair. Here is my final look, and here are my thoughts. Urban Decay Naked Cherry is an absolute must-have. I would give this palette a 9 out of 10. Only because there is no such thing as a perfect palette, but this palette comes damn close to it. So if you're a naked lover like I am, if you love Urban Decay's Naked series, gotta get your hands on this one. I know it's $49 and I know it's kind of pricey, but the shadows are fantastic and I 100% stand by them. That is my truth. Enjoy. Hello. Hello. You know, got all these baby hairs ruining my look. Next, it's looking cute, I like it. Excuse me, that's supposed to be like that. Boom, boom. Hello, Cherry. If you guys like this video, remember to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to check out some of my other videos right here. There they are. Click on them, and I will see you guys in the next one. I love you guys. Bye.